you gonna take the bed, where you gonna take it to? You don't have nowhere to stay. You're homeless.
Yo, she the Coca, I'm addicted. Yeah, she got that fire fiend. I'm all on it. Would she beg? Rub her hair down to her ass. Call her baby. Would you die? Would you slide for me? Just ride for me like Rover. Life is song. We could dance forever. Let me pull you closer. Girl, I told you. Once I get my hands on you.
Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hey girl, my name is Coca, Lola, Jasziy, or whatever you want to call me. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like and comment. And if you don't subscribe to my channel, you're gonna have bad luck for 10 years. I promise you. Don't leave this video without subscribing. I promise you, you're gonna have bad luck for 10 years. If you already subscribed and you're returning, hey sis, welcome back. And thank you so much for coming back. Now today I'm gonna do another story time. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about the time that I went to jail. And basically, this is kind of the reason why I left my hometown. Like, this is kind of this kind of put the icing on the cake for me leaving my hometown for good. So anyways, if you want to hear this story, stay tuned. Went to jail for driving while suspended. Driving my car while having a suspended license. Stupid, right? Yeah. People are getting murdered out here, and they take people to jail for driving their cars. So anyways, backstory. It's gonna be a lot of backstory because I want to tell y'all about, like, you know, what made me like move, like what made me leave my hometown for good. Oh, a disclaimer. This is why you should never like give a job your all. Give a job 30% of you. Do not, if a job is driving you crazy, do not stay there. I promise you, do not stay there. Leave that job. Make sure you find you another job if you need one. Leave that job. Don't let no job drive you crazy, because these jobs do not care about you at all. They will hurry up and replace you. They will drive you crazy. They will drive you to drinking, and then they will replace you. They will tell you your assignment is up. Don't come back to work, and be on to the next person, and they will not care. So, sorry, I worked at the food stamp office, y'all. FSSA, I think it's Family Social Services Administration. I think that's what it stands for. I don't remember, but I worked there, and they used to be on our ass about everything, like everything is, especially time and attendance. You better not request no time off. They would hound you if you requested time off. They would ask for like so much information and just the documentation for time off. Like, they would say, like, if I asked them for time off to go to the doctor, they'll be like, could you reschedule it? Do it outside of work hours. Mind you, I work like 9 to 5, so the doctor is closed outside of work hours. So I couldn't schedule appointments outside of work hours. So they will be like, could you reschedule it? Like, are you sure you need to go? Is it something really serious? Do you really need this doctor's appointment? And they would not play. When people were late, they got fired. I mean, I watched so many people get fired from that job. Like, all the people that I started with, my training class, fired. All those people fired. You could not be 1 minute late, fired. Fired. I mean, I'm telling you, these people do not care about nothing but work. Like, no time off, no late, no excuses. If you're late to work, fired. Of course, I had been there for almost a year. I didn't make it to a whole year, but it was almost a year, and then they fired me. So they kind of let up a little bit on me because I was there for so long. But like after 5 or 6 months, they kind of let up. Like, they didn't let up, but it was more like I started demanding stuff. Like, I started demanding time off. Like, you can't tell me I can't go to the doctor. You can't tell me. Emma was 1 year old, so she had doctor's appointments and all type of stuff that she had to go to. So I needed time off and stuff. So I would started demanding it, because it's like, you can't tell me that I can't take time off. This is not right. Anyway, Okay, so one day I was on my way to work and usually I'm rushing to work. Like I'm rushing to work. I'm driving, I'm speeding. So usually I'm rushing to work, I'm speeding, like I'm trying to hurry up and drop Cameron off. I'm running up the stairs trying to hurry up and clock in. This day I was not speeding. I was actually really early to work. I thought that I was early to work, but that wasn't the case. So I was almost to my job driving. I'm like, you ever been, you always, running late, but you make it there on time. But like, have you ever been early when you're used to running late and you just early and you just feeling like, okay, like I done stopped at McDonald's, I done got me a frappuccino, I done ate breakfast and I'm feeling good. And so I'm driving to work and I'm almost there, y'all. So here's the street. This is me driving down the street. Boom, I get to the stop sign. My job is across the street. So boom, this is me stopping at the stop sign. I stop briefly and I keep going. Next thing you know, it's the police. It's the motherfucking police. So he gets behind me, he flashes lights, and I stop, pull over, I stop. Mind y'all, I'm right across the street from my job, so everybody's gonna watch, everybody's seeing me get pulled over by the police. Everybody that works with me at my job across the street, see me get pulled over. So I pull over, and he comes to my car. Excuse me, do you know, why the police even ask this? It's so stupid. You know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, no, why? And he was like, well, you did a stop and roll at the stop sign. You didn't do a complete stop. You paused at the stop sign. You kept rolling. And I'm like, well, I don't think, I looked both ways. I didn't see nobody coming, and I stopped. And I kept going. I didn't, what? Anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I work across the street. I'm just trying to get to work. I can't be late to work anymore. I can't be late to work. I'm not trying to be late. If I'm late to work, I'm probably going to get fired. So let's wrap this up, okay? Yeah, give me a warning and let me go, because I work right across the street. You see this car seat in the back, I got a baby, I can't miss no time at work. I'm really just trying to get to work. So he's like, yeah, license and registration, please. And I'm like, because I was early. Now I'm like, okay, now I'm about to be late. Please hurry up, because you're gonna make me late. If I'm late, I'm gonna miss time. I'm probably gonna get fired. I can't afford to get fired. I have a baby. I'm just trying to get to work. That's it. So he's like, yeah. Hang tight. When the police tell you to hang tight and they hit the top of your car, hang tight. That means you're going to jail. So anyways, he grabbed my license and my registration, and he went back to run my stuff. So I don't know why the police did have to make everything so inconvenient. I don't know how long it takes to run information, but they always take so much longer than needed. So he was back there running my information. I'm just sitting there watching the time go by, watching the time go by, knowing that I was going to be early to work today. I was going to be on time to work today, on time early to work, but he didn't pull me over and he didn't ruin that. So he comes back finally, and he's like, your license is suspended? And I was like, no, I didn't know that. Which I really didn't know that. So he was like, yeah, your license was suspended, and you have a bunch of points on your license. I think I had 16 points. I don't know, 15 or 16. I don't know. Y'all know I'm a speed racer, and I used to get back then 18, 19, 20, 21. I was 21 at the time, so like I used to speed. I used to get speed tickets. I didn't used to pay them. I don't know why I didn't used to pay them. Like I used to just think that they was just gonna go away, but obviously they don't go away. They suspend your license if you don't pay them. Yeah, so my license was suspended. He said, yeah, so step out of the car, and I was like, why? I said, I'm like, please, 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 please. I gotta go to work. I cannot get out this car and do, like, what are we doing here? Like, I really gotta go to work. Please let me go. And he was like, you have so many, like, you have a lot of points on your license. I can't let you go. And I said, you can let me go because, y'all, peep this. They don't have to take you to jail for driving while suspended. They can give you a warning, and they can also give you a ticket. So they do not have to take you to jail. Matter of fact, they taking up jail space by sending people to jail who if for like stupid shit like that. You're gonna take somebody to jail for driving to work. I'm showing him my work badge. Like, you can see the car seat in the back. Like, please, I'm just trying to get to work. I'm trying to make a living. I'm trying to live a legitimate life out here. Like, please don't do this. I'm really just trying to get to work. I cannot afford to lose this job. I literally could not afford to, even though the job was so shitty, the pay was cool at the time, and I needed the job. I was literally on my own, like, figuring life out. I had just had a baby. Cameron was 1 year old, and I had a baby daddy, but he wasn't nothing, y'all. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all about this. I think me and my baby daddy had just broke up because I had caught him texting his ex, y'all. And why did he tell me? He told me he was talking to her because she was dying from lupus. Y'all, he told me that the girl was dying from lupus, and that's why he was talking to her. Well, I just said, get out. Get out. Bye, take all your shit and get out. I don't have time for this. Get out, go, please. And he took all his shit, y'all, and he took the bed. He bought the bed, but it's like, really, you took the bed? This is where me and Cameron sleep every night. So you gonna take the bed from us? But mind y'all, I've always been the type to always get it done on my own. Like, can't nobody take nothing from me. Can't nobody leave me nowhere. Can't nobody leave me out. Can't nobody do none of that. So the next day I went and got a bed. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Next day I went and bought a bed. I sent him a picture of me in the bed, smiling. Bitch, take the bed. Why you gonna take the bed and you homeless? How you gonna take the bed and you're homeless? You gonna take the bed. Where you gonna take it to? You don't have nowhere to stay. You're homeless. But anyways, that's besides the point. We're getting off topic. It doesn't matter. Anyways, next. So at this point, I'm telling this police officer, I said, like, listen, sir, I do not want to get out my car. Like, what am I getting out my car for? And he was like, if you don't step out the car, I'm gonna break your window, and I'm gonna have to drag you out the car. Y'all, he told me he was gonna drag me out my car. He was gonna bust my window and drag me out the car. And at that point, I was like, oh, let me get out the car because I don't even play like that. So yeah, so let me get out this car. So I get out the car, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna place you under arrest. I'm gonna take you down to the downtown, to the police, whatever the hell, to the jail. And I was just so, like, embarrassing. I'm right across the street from my job. Everybody can see me. This is just embarrassing. Like, you could have literally let me go. So I'm telling him, like, you do not have to take me to jail. You can let me go. Like, you can give me a warning or you can give me a ticket. I literally really have to go to work. And he was like, I don't have to take you to jail, but you have so many points on your license that I just can't let that slide. No, you're just an asshole and you just don't have nothing else to do. So you're going to take me to jail for trying to make an honest living in life. Okay, great. So anyways, I had to call him up. He was just an asshole the whole time. And then, like, when he had me in handcuffs under arrest in the car, then he wanted to start trying to be nice, ask me, like, how's your day going besides this? Like, nigga, you know how my day going. But besides this, the day didn't even start yet. You ruined the day before it even got started. What are you talking about? How is my day going? He was like, if you need to make a phone call, you know, you can call somebody and have them, let them know where you're gonna go. So you know, when they arrest you for driving while suspended, they tow your car. So now my car is gonna get towed, and I'm gonna have to pay to get my car out the tow, and I'm gonna pay to get out of jail, and like. Anyways, y'all, so then boom, he dropped me off at the jail place. Like, no, I had called my mama in the car, and I told her, like, I'm going to jail, so I had to take me to jail for driving, mama. You're gonna have to pick me up and all that. Yeah, she was going to, while I was getting taken to jail, she was trying to figure out where my car was gonna be at, so she was gonna go get my car out. So he dropped me off at the jail place, and basically I didn't go to jail, y'all. I didn't go behind. Like, I've never been like really in the jail. Like, I never had to, you know, change my clothes and spend a night in jail. I ain't never had to do that. I don't know how that feel. I don't want to know how that feel. I just was in process, and so he took me there, and then they put me in process. They took my little mug shot, turn this way, turn that way. They took my mug shot, and then they entered my information, my fingerprints, and then they tried to offer me a sack lunch, and I said no. They said, well, you want a bag, a sack? I said a sack, and it was a sack lunch with a soggy ass peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I said no. Ugh. So I met some crazy ass people in there too that day, and they was like, everybody asked me like, what you in here for? What you in here for? What you in here for? And I'm sitting here looking stupid, telling them, oh, driving? I'm in here for driving. I'm in here for having a suspended license. Everybody like, that's stupid, that's dumb. I'm like, you feel me? This is so dumb. Like, it's murderers out here. Like, y'all ain't even solving the murders in the city. Y'all not even solving the murder, the crimes, the real crimes. Y'all taking me, poor me, to jail for driving. Like, this is dumb. America is a scam. This whole little government shit is a scam. All the police, jail, all that, jail, like, they just trying to get money. They just trying to get money, really. So anyways, I was sitting in the processing place for 8 hours. I was sitting there for 8 hours. So my whole work shift went past. My whole work shift went by. I did call my job and tell, I just straight up told them, like, look, yeah, I know y'all see me across the street getting arrested, so I won't be into work today. So yeah, there's that. Hopefully, maybe I'll get there in time, but no promises. After like, and then it wasn't no clocks in there. Like, I don't know how. Like, oh my God, I was going crazy in there. I didn't pee. I had to pee so bad. I didn't pee because I was not peeing. Like, it's no privacy. It was like 10 girls in one little cell and in one bathroom, and people was really using that bathroom. I was like, I will pee on myself where I pee in that metal ass toilet. No, ma'am. So I held my bladder for 8 whole hours. Got picked up from the jail. And that was that. That was that. And then the next day, I went back to work, and my manager, my boss was like, basically, oh, you can't miss no more days, you can't miss no more time, da 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 da, unless it's approved. If it's not approved, you can't miss no more time. You're gonna be fired. You can't be late, da da da, and just it's the usual thing. So I was just like, you know what? That day, I went back to my computer and I was looking up best places to live in Florida. Best places to move to in Florida, cheapest places to move in Florida, and I made a whole little list of places, and then I put the list, and I told myself I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna do any mini money mo, and whatever I land on is where I'm gonna move. I landed on Palm Bay, Florida, so then I got back on the internet and I looked up apartments in Palm Bay, and I found the perfect apartment. I called the lady, I was talking to her, I was telling her my situation. I was telling her, like, you know, I'm trying to relocate from here to there, and basically she was telling me like, oh, it's easy, all you gotta do is, you know, apply. And I had 2 jobs at the time, the food stamp job, and then I was working at Walmart too, part-time. So I had 2 jobs, so I made the income, and she was telling me like, just apply. You're more than likely going to get approved. I had great like rental history. I had 2 apartments before, and great rental history and everything. So I don't think I had any credit besides like student loans. And she was like, you're more than likely going to get approved and blah 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 blah. So I didn't apply for it right then and there because I was still like, I don't know. But then like months later down the line, I got into another little situation where I was rushing to work. I was trying not to be late because, if I was going to be late, I was going to get fired. I was rushing to work. I was doing like 70 and a 40, and I crashed my brother's car because I don't know what was like something. I think my car was in the shop for something. I don't even know. I don't remember what it was. But I was driving my brother's car. I crashed his car, and my job didn't give a damn. Like, they didn't give not one single damn nor fuck about me being in a car crash or nothing. They was just mad that I wasn't at work, and that was like the icing on the cake for me. And I was just like, why do I even work at this job? Like, y'all don't even care about me. Y'all don't care about my well-being. Y'all don't care about nothing but me coming into work and getting work done for y'all company. Like, that's all y'all care about. And that day is when I had applied for the apartment in Florida. And I had so much other stuff going on. Like not only was the job just stressing me out, I was just so stressed in general, being like a new mom, just trying to figure everything out. I was just so stressed out. I was going through depression for the first time. Like, after having a kid really, really stresses you out. Having a baby really, really changes you like so much. Like, I had never dealt with depression, so it was just new to me. I was like a mute at my job. I promise y'all, if anybody used to work with me at that job, they would tell you like I did not speak at all. Like, I never spoke any words unless I was talking to people on the phone doing my job. I never talked to people. I never made friends. I never said anything unless absolutely necessary, because I was just going through so much stuff mentally, and not only that, but the job was driving me crazy on top of my other mental health issues. But like, back then, I didn't really, like, people wasn't really like, open about like mental health and stuff. So like, I just felt crazy. Like, I felt extremely crazy, and like I couldn't talk to people about it because people would judge you, and that basically tell you that you're crazy, or that you like, oh, there's more things to worry about. Like, even like, I opened up to like 2 people about it, and basically one of them told me like, it was like my best friend for like 10 years. She basically told me that yeah, if you're gonna be acting like that, or you're gonna be going through stuff like that, like, I can't be around you. And like, she literally stopped being my friend because I was going through depression, y'all. And like, it was so new to me, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know. It just wasn't normal. It was never nothing that I had ever been through. And second person I opened up to about it basically told me like, oh, like, that's just life. You gotta keep going. It's people out here with bigger problems than that. And I was just like, well, maybe I should just not ever, I should just keep this to myself. But then the next person that I opened up to it about was my ex. And it's my ex that everybody always be telling me to get married to, but we're not gonna get married, y'all. We're broke up for good. Yeah, so he was like the first person that was like, I don't understand it, but I'm here for you, and whatever you need from me, I'll help you. And basically, he just like, he was that. He was that. Like, I have so much respect for him. Like, even if we're not together or whoever he's with, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I respect him so much because he actually cared, and like he was there like every step of the way through the craziest things, when I was going through the craziest stuff, when I didn't even know like how to handle myself or handle my emotions and stuff. He was there to like help me get through that. But anyways, this is off topic. So I met him when I moved to Florida. I met my ex when I moved to Florida. Basically, I met him and KK, and they were the two people that like embraced me and like just was always there for me and always helping me get through my little stuff that cause I had never been through that before, man. I never been through that before, and it was just so crazy to me. And they helped me out so much. Like, I was so glad, and I was just so glad that I met them. And still to this day, so glad that I met them, because they helped me out tremendously. I mean, like, so much. But yeah, I went to jail, y'all. And that prompted me to say, I want to get out of here. I went to jail. I was going through like that, and then I got into that car accident. I was going through depression and baby daddy issues. I tried the family thing with my baby daddy, but that just was not given. That was never given. That was never ever given. And that didn't work out. I'm gonna show y'all a picture too up there. I'm gonna show y'all like my little family picture. And okay, after that, when I applied for the apartment in Florida, I ended up approved for the apartment, and then my moving date was like a couple months out the way. So I had called my homegirl one day, and I was like, sis, you want to come to Florida with me? Like, I'm trying to look at these apartments I'm about to move into. Yeah, and she was like, I'm down. So basically, Palm Bay, they don't have an airport. The closest airport is the Orlando airport. So we booked our tickets to Orlando. We got a hotel in Orlando, because we was gonna stay in Orlando anyway, because there's more stuff to do in Orlando than Palm Bay. Palm Bay was like a little retirement town, basically. And we booked our ticket to Orlando, got there, and we spent some time in Orlando, and I scheduled time to like meet with the lady at the apartment to look at the apartment and everything. And I got there, the apartment was nice, the area was nice, and I was like, yes, I'm really about to leave, because I got approved for the apartment. I was literally about to, like, we got on that flight, we went to Orlando, we went to see them apartments, and I was like, this is it, like, I'm done. When I leave my hometown, I'm never going back, never. Never ever. And a few months later, moved into my apartment in Florida. Even though it was a rocky ass road, it was very, 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 very rocky. Do not recommend doing what I did, because I just got up and left. Like, I packed up my car, packed everything into my little car, and I left. I moved to Florida. I never went back to my hometown. After that, I ended up homeless. So yeah, but then after that, that's when I ended up in Arizona with my mom. And then Arizona, I went to Texas, but I only stayed in Texas for like a month. And then I went to Georgia and back to Arizona, and then Texas again. So yeah, there's that. I went to jail. And then, so there's that. I went to jail, and then, yeah, I'm here. Now 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 I'm here. Yeah, so that's the end of my story time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah. Mwah.